Welcome to the Tom Bernard Podcast with the family with
co-host Catherine Brandt,
Andy Brandt Bernard,
and Kristen Burt.
Kristen Burt. Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So what's the latest?
We lost James Vanderbeek yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
What happened?
That was
colon
really
cancer.
sad. Colorectal cancer.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And at the age of 48, he's been sick for, I want to say,
year and a half,
about
I think?
2.5 years.
Is it
now.
2.5?
He was diagnosed and didn't come public with it until a year into his diagnosis. And the only reason he came forward was that there was a tabloid that was going to out his situation, which
Well, that's
sucks.
disgusting because
Yeah.
that's personal medical information.
Yep.
How did they get a hold of it even?
Probably one of the hospitals. It happens
Oh,
all
nice.
the
God.
time.
Well, then you
One
can
of the
sue them for
workers,
HIPAA violation.
if you know who it is.
If you know who it is, yeah.
If you know who it is, and that's the thing.
Well, isn't that the hospital's problem? They should figure out who it is.
You'd think.
I mean, but if you have a team of 15, 20 people working on it, I don't know.
Fire them all.
And because he was seeking traditional treatment along with alternative treatment, so it could have been a whole host of people who were
Yeah.
looking to sell him out at that point. But I think besides the fact that he was a really nice guy, I worked with him on season 28 of Dancing with the Stars, and he was delightful. But I think that the other really big story that's come out of this is that he died essentially penniless because his treatment cost so much. He had lost his SAG after health insurance because he wasn't working, and he has 6 kids.
Jeez.
Wow, 6. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there is, and the kids are young. The youngest is 4, and I believe the oldest is 15. And when they were doing Dancing with the Stars, the kids were like running amok in the studio. They were really cute, really sweet kids. And there's a GoFundMe. As of when I checked it earlier this morning, it was at 1.36 million they had raised in terms of funds because they are about to lose their house.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And it was so bad. Like, this is how dire it was. He sold off a lot of his Dawson's Creek memorabilia, Varsity Blues memorabilia to raise money to pay his medical treatments. I think he raised about $47,000 late last fall.
No, that'll pay for like one day in the hospital.
That'll pay for an aspirin. But it's just a good reminder that you
Jesus.
can have a really successful career and like one major medical crisis
Yep.
will wipe you out.
That's very, very sad. I thought we had great medical coverage in America. What happened to that?
When,
Yeah.
Yeah, and tied to employment, obviously he was the main breadwinner in the family. He was sick over the last 2 years. And because, you have to earn X amount of dollars in SAG in order to get health insurance with them, he was not able to earn that.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And they keep, raising the threshold each and every year. So, it used to be you could do some extra work and I think earn $12,000 and get like the base plan. That doesn't exist anymore. You need to earn like well into like 30 and 40,000.
Wow. What's scale at this point?
That's.
For what? I mean, it depends on the role.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess whatever would earn you that much. What role would get you coverage at
You'd
this
have to
point?
and you'd have to get at this point. This is a crazy thing, and Tom, you would probably remember the heydays of like commercials. Like one commercial would pay your insurance
Yep.
for the year. That
Yep.
does not exist anymore. You need like probably about 3 commercial campaigns now per year in order to get into health insurance. You would have to work as a series regular. That would get you your health insurance because, of course, you'd be earning that per week. And I'm talking about series regular on a network show. 8 episodes on Netflix may not earn you enough.
Wow.
No,
Yeah, that's
wow.
why we are seeing, when I keep saying like, are we noticing like every actor is doing a Super Bowl commercial or they're having an alcohol line or they're starting a lifestyle brand? They need to fund their lifestyle and they are not as rich as we think they are.
Well, it used to be that when you were doing voiceover and you got to a level where you could charge triple scale or whatever
Right.
scale was at the time. The problem was they were giving it to people that were making very, very little money. And as you know, there's so many people that just because you joined doesn't mean you were earning anything.
Right.
And they were getting all this stuff. So I'm sure they had to do something about it. And now the costs of health insurance are so sky high, even for a huge thing like SAG and AFTRA. I mean, I'm sure they pay way less, to give you health insurance. But since we didn't live in California, our premiums were always really, really high.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
makes
it
sense.
wasn't, it wasn't, I mean, it was better than nothing, but it certainly wasn't great for us. And you were earning plenty of money to have
yeah.
good health insurance.
Yep.
We still
Right.
didn't have it.
I
The
see this-
Californians all did. They had great
yeah.
health insurance.
Great, yeah, it's a great plan if you're
Great
on the SAG-AFTRA
plan.
plan in California
Yeah.
or New York. And I see a lot of discussion. Well, the actors can live anywhere besides California. Guess what? He lived in Texas, guys. And
yeah.
yes, he could have gotten a plan off the exchange. But I'm going to imagine that a family of 8 in total,
Yeah.
when he's not working,
God.
is astronomical when he's got cancer treatment. And
Yep.
I mean, a family of 8, just the premiums alone were probably $2,500 a month.
yeah,
At
Easily.
least.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Easily.
so. We have to, and I'm sure people are like, but he chose to have 6 kids. That he didn't expect to either get colorectal cancer though either. So
Yeah,
Right.
especially in your
Right.
40s.
especially in your 40s. And
Right.
he and his wife were kind of, it really into a very natural lifestyle and everything else like that. So they were eating clean and everything, but he did admit that he's like, I waited to go to the doctor. And so the threshold for, colonoscopies is now 45. There's a real big call to do that, get them earlier because of the rise of colorectal cancer. And Margaret wanted to know he didn't get residuals from Dawson's. He did get residuals from Dawson's, but remember, it was on, I believe, the WB. WB, because it was not one of the main networks, SAG made concessions on residuals, so they got lesser than if he had Dawson's Creek been on ABC or NBC. So he didn't get Friends money. When these networks came up later, SAG was like, oh, well, you're new and you don't have the money, so you can pay less in residuals. Netflix barely pays any residuals. So even if Dawson's is on Netflix, you get pennies.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? It's all about the money?
What a
Whoever
world.
heard of
I know.
that?
What a
World.
shocker. But this is the thing, we talk about this. When tech started to disrupt the entertainment industry,
Yep.
tech has disrupted part of the healthcare industry. This is what we are seeing, and we all pay for it in the end.
Didn't Zuckerberg just move to Florida after donating all of that money and helping all of those politicians? I heard that he just moved out. And
Oh,
they were trying
really?
to they were going to give him a huge tax, an exit tax, but they haven't passed that yet.
I don't know, because his neighbors was it Palo Alto, they hate him. So he's taken up, he has a compound, and he keeps buying each house next to, his
Oh,
property.
yeah. Yep.
And he
Zuckerberg-
started a school on that property, and they eventually had to get it shut down because that neighborhood wasn't zoned for a private school.
Zuckerberg apparently purchased a mansion on Indian Creek Island in Miami, and he's going to move there in April. So,
Here you go.
Indian Creek. in
$150 million
Miami. Oh,
waterfront mansion. Why not?
yeah,
I don't-
that's a beautiful area.
His California neighbors will not miss him. It's a good New York Times article if anyone wants to take a look at it, because it talks about his compound and how it's disrupted.
Oh, he's leaving
God, I'm-
because of a proposed 5% billionaire tax on net worth exceeding $1 billion. So,
Yep.
I can't imagine having $1 billion and giving a care what my tax bill is.
well,
Right.
I mean, I really
apparently-
can't. I just can't imagine.
Well, what's the 5% of like a billion? I mean,
Well,
It's-
apparently this billionaire tax somehow could have cost him like tens of billions of dollars.
Oh, he's got that much money?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't. Well, let's see.
but
It's-
Massachusetts passed a similar one, and they haven't seen an exodus of billionaires in that area.
Why don't we do what we used to do? You want to make a lot of money and then get off your ass. How about that?
Well, I do think that billionaires should pay their fair share of taxes.
Well, fair share. Absolutely. I
Fair
agree
share.
with you. There's no question about that.
Yeah,
but-
because I mean, they are hoarding wealth and making it harder for other people to get money because they're hoarding all of the
Right.
money. So that increases inflation and it hurts all of us.
all the little people.
all
let's
the little
see. So
grunts out here.
it's a
paying their
one-time
taxes.
5% tax. So it's basically a cash grab on assets exceeding $1 billion. He has a net worth of $229 billion.
Jeez.
So this tax would have cost him $11 billion. 5% of his net worth would be 11. But the
wow.
problem is he doesn't have $11 billion in cash just lying around
not
to
liquid.
give to
Yeah.
California.
That's
so they,
what I don't understand. How do you say assets? Because if your assets are, you know,
you can't
like
tax
50
assets.
billion-
It makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't
terrible
understand
it's a
that.
terrible proposal, and I don't think it'll pass for that reason. But apparently he thinks it might because he's out of here.
Bye. I don't
Great.
care about Mark Zuckerberg.
I know, but now we've got him.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, bye. That's not a loss.
No, but those people, they've got so much money. They influence all kinds of things with elections and everything else.
They do, and I
Sadly.
believe that he'll probably still keep his California compound. I'd be shocked. I'm sure he'll just establish residency in Florida,
Yeah.
is my guess, and keep some type of property in California.
When are the voters of America, the people of America, going to understand this is just a big scammy game? And all of these politicians on both sides, maybe there's one or two of them that's a decent person. Most of them are the biggest money-grubbing pigs I have ever seen.
I think a lot of people are waking up to that fact.
I was going to say that
It's-
same thing, Catherine. I feel like the
Yeah.
last month, the last 4 weeks, it's been, and
Yeah.
it really has been, and it's kind of actually refreshing to watch. Just people wake up and realize that it's top bottom. It's not left right at this point. We've got to
No.
collaborate on this and figure out a way.
Well, I think that
Forward.
would make sense. We actually work together instead of believing that the politicians always tell us, oh, they hate you. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
You're just trying to make more money, a money-grubbing pig. Ugh, I don't know. That's really sad. Yeah, you know, back in the day, I always dreamt of, okay, well, I know we got no dough now, but if I work hard and get out there and get up, and it did happen. I got successful because this is America. I didn't have to take advantage of anyone. People took advantage of me along the way because I tried to help other people out, and instead of helping them out, they just stole the money. You know, that's how some people are. But look, not everybody needs to be told what they are and who they are by politicians, because you politicians are the phoniest bastards on earth. Don't you think?
I do think.
God.
Yeah, I'd never run for office, but I also think too, like my career was, I didn't follow like a traditional path into where I am today,
Right.
and I was like, there's no way I would have had my level of success if I was just starting right out from college today.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Yep.
the other thing I do think about, like the younger generation. I'm like, I can't even necessarily advise them on how to make this path happen for them because there's layoffs going on left and right in the
Right.
journalism and in the broadcasting industry. The best advice I say is like create your own path with content creation because that is where the money is right now. And if you're going to do the journalist route, like independent journalism's great, but also try and get some mainstream journalism experience just under your belt to see how things function. But it's not going to be this like linear path that you could follow these steps and then all of a sudden you'll be an editor or you'll
Right.
be on TV. It just doesn't work that way.
What was just posted above Clown Shoes 79? There was something posted on there, and I tried to read it. Can you see it, Andy?
He posted several things. I'm guessing it's this one.
No. It's the one that appeared above. He didn't post it. Somebody posted something just above.
Oh, well,
him.
he said that the problem is 70% of people that has trouble thinking above the level of a ninth grader, and then
That's for sure.
Tyre said
Yeah.
you give them that much credit.
Oh, that's what it was. You give him that much credit. Doesn't it say clown or something?
His name is
Clown
Clown
Shoes
Shoes
79.
Yep.
I kind of
Clown
like
Shoes
that
79.
hashtag. It's true though. Yeah, the critical thinking is gone in this country. So.
Well,
Yep.
what's really, really frightening is the fact that, these kids cannot read coming out of high school and
Yep.
they're going into college and they can't read, they can't do math. Tom is watching YouTube like all the time.
Yep.
And there's these, man on the street in Manhattan and they're like, who's the president of the United States of America? Jay-Z?
Yeah.
That
Jay-Z?
cannot be real.
Oh, it's real. Oh, yeah, Andy. You need to watch
I
it.
mean,
Even when I was at my most
what?
clueless, I knew who the president was.
you can always name. I felt like in school they would always talk about like who the president and vice president was because
Yeah.
you would be doing segments on. whether you were doing American history or
But not anymore.
current
They
events.
couldn't name countries. They couldn't name states. They'd had no idea where anything is at all. But they sure did know who the Kardashian sisters were. You know, he would ask like popular culture
Yeah,
stuff, and
yeah,
they
they
would
would
know
know that.
all of
Yep.
that stuff. But they
Yep.
didn't know anything
Yeah.
about the world outside of like popular TV people and music people. Nothing.
And then we go back to technology and we go back to social media and
Mm-hmm.
having a device in our hand at all times.
Right.
Yep, it's really kind of scary. I don't know if we can even produce a decent doctor anymore. I don't know if we can do it.
That's not
Some
great.
some of the questions they asked was just, they were very simple questions. Most of the people responding, I would say, were in their probably mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
And he asked them all kinds of questions, or they across the board, because several people are doing it. They asked them very simple questions, and they knew zero answers. They didn't know any of the answers to anything, because that's not what they teach in school anymore.
And it wasn't just a stage of being camera shy or whatever. He gave them plenty of time. He
Yep.
gave them some hints. He said, you know, you guys can think about it, and they just don't know. They just don't know basic common sense stuff.
Yeah,
It's-
well, I mean, a lot of schools, especially in big metro areas, they're just there to babysit, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Absolutely right.
And the parents aren't
That is
doing
it.
anything either. When the kids go home, the parents aren't reading to them or teaching them or anything. The kids are just,
Right.
they're latchkey kids. They don't have anyone who cares about them.
Yep. When the schools started clearly failing our inner city children, this is a long time ago. This has been going on forever. This is nothing new. When they started failing, and it was all about money, money, and it's butts in seats. That's how they get
Right.
paid.
Yep.
So that's all they care about is having huge classrooms and lots of kids in their district, and they want more and more and more kids, so they get the money. It's not about them learning. And a couple of school districts, I think it was maybe in Maine, they started to give raises on merit for the teachers. It's like if your kids get good test scores and they're showing up for class and they're doing all this stuff and they can do math and read, you're going to get your raises that way. And it was very popular, but it was just, it's easier to just have a ton of kids that are just sitting there staring at their phone all day.
Yep.
I'm sure.
Well, and I think it's hard too because there's a lot of teachers who are on TikTok talking about the kids come to school not knowing how to tie their shoes. A lot of them aren't potty trained. And, you know, when you're going into kindergarten, you're supposed to be potty trained. Like kindergarten teachers are like,
Yeah,
what are we supposed
we're
to
not
do
gonna
here?
be changing
So parents
diapers.
aren't parenting, teachers aren't able to teach. There has to be ways for people to meet in the middle. I don't know. I mean,
I
I'm
would
not a
love to
parent,
see
so
I would love to see people meeting in the middle, but there's not a hell of a lot of that going on right now. It's pretty amazing that people are putting up with this. There's no education any longer. There's no answering for anything. I just don't understand where we're headed.
Well, when Mississippi has better test scores than
Yeah.
Minnesota
Yep.
and
It's
New
true.
York,
What do they have better
And
test scores in? What do they have better test scores in? What they're
math and reading.
Really?
Mississippi, yes, that
There's
just
no
came
way.
out.
no,
They
not
are
a
doing-
not a chance, not a chance.
Nobody believes it, but
I
it's
will look
true.
it up.
No.
And
Where do we
what
look
they
it up?
started doing is they started failing the kids until they got it, and they would not progress to another grade. It's
So
like
they
you
cut-
are going to learn how to do this. That's what they did. I'm
They
sorry.
cut a bunch of
That's just
people
what they
out
did.
and then said those are our numbers. So
Well, that'll work.
we used to. That was the big thing in St. Louis Park, was my boys were a big part of this grading there, just for how they brought up the grades. So
Yeah. Yep.
Andy,
what are you finding out?
Yeah, Mississippi does outperform Minnesota in key metrics. In
I would
fact,
want-
Nana. Nana.
Where's that from?
this
Fox
is,
News.
Oh, here we go.
New York Times does have an article from 3 days ago about this, and they
Yeah.
said that
Oh, an approved source. Okay.
you got 3 red states are the best hope in schooling: Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana.
Alabama.
never thought I'd see the day.
That's a sad.
And
that's
it
a
says
sad commentary in America.
they were traditionally America's educational basement.
Yeah.
Wait, they were traditionally America's educational basement, but now they are showing blue states a way forward.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And a lot of it is making the kids be held back so that they will learn.
Okay, all of you say, Nana, we're not worthy.
We're not.
Say it.
We're not grading segregated schools.
Well, when you hear teachers saying stuff like the only thing that matters is, and it isn't anything having to do with basic core science, math, and reading, it's all politics, you got to wonder why maybe these kids are being affected. We've been seeing this in Minneapolis for decades. The kids that were sent out to different school districts, busing, all that stuff that was supposed to help them so much. The Edina School District, this is 10 years ago. This is before COVID. This is before the stay-at-home, Zoom classrooms. The black kids and the brown kids were doing worse when they went out to these schools because they were just being pounded about how horrible it is to be you.
Yeah, they're being used as tools, basically.
It was. I mean, it's a proven fact. They started doing worse, and for some reason we just keep on doing it instead of changing course, and I don't know why we won't.
I don't know.
I think Tyre Carver has a good
Kristen,
explanation.
On the entertainment front, we have Wuthering Heights coming out today. How big a deal is that?
It is a big deal. Jacob Elordi is like the hottest young actor right now, and everyone loves him. So,
Who?
Margot Robbie.
Yep.
Oh, I like.
Was
Margot
it? Did
Robbie.
you see Journey? Did you see with her and Colin Farrell? I thought that was
we were just talking about that the other day,
that's
weren't we?
the
Last week
best
we
show
talked about
I've
it?
seen all year. That was a great movie, and it's been panned, but I really, really like that movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say people hated it, and it's like I find people who have seen it love it, and then other people who had to watch it were like, you're on one side or the other. You don't.
Yeah.
There's no in between on that
It's a
movie.
great movie, and it must be our educational system. I don't get it.
We liked it. We went and saw it in the movie theater, and we liked it. I don't know. Yeah, we were surprised that everybody hated it after we saw it.
Yeah,
We were like, this is an enchanting movie. It's delightful.
I thought Margot
What's wrong
Robbie
with
did
this?
her best performance she's ever done. She showed so much growth as an actress.
Look at that. That's a big statement.
Margot Robbie is so talented. They're already responding.
She is talented. Come on, she's Barbie.
Yeah.
What movie?
Barbie.
Charlie wants to know.
What is the full name of that movie?
She wasn't
Charlie
Barbie, was she?
Albuquerque.
Did she do Barbie?
I'll try to get a word in here.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. Go ahead. No, I was just kind of wondering what movie Charlie from Albuquerque's asking.
Oh, it's Journey, like Bountiful Journey or Great Big Journey.
Oh,
Great, big, beautiful something.
Yeah.
Did you ask if Margot Robbie did Barbie? She was Barbie.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
She was Barbie. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
she was
missed that.
Barbie.
I missed on what Barbie Stein Day or Barbie, what was it called? Barbie Nuremberg Day or Barbie
Barbenheimer.
Barbenheimer Day. Yeah, I missed.
Yeah,
I
that
missed
was
that she
great.
was Barbie.
It's a big, bold,
That was a
beautiful
great
journey,
weekend.
by the way.
Big, bold, beautiful journey.
Yeah, it's from last year.
And Colin Farrell plays himself. That guy has like one role, just himself.
He's got one.
I'm
Yeah,
just
one
Colin
type. That's
Farrell. You know.
that's the deal.
It was fun. It was a fun movie, I thought.
Yeah, we had a good time going to see it. And,
So,
that
when does
whole situation.
Idiocracy turn into a documentary? Very close. Very, very close. No, that has
You know,
people.
Idiocracy.
We're there.
That has people shot in the streets. That would never happen in America.
No, God, no, absolutely not. I don't know. The whole situation, just watching the news and I try to go bounce from place to place to place to place to get kind of everybody's take on it. But all of the takes on the news now are so extreme, either way left or way right, that you still can't walk away going, oh, so that's the deal.
Oh, I'm not watching it.
Oh, it's disgusting. You can't watch it because they're not telling you the truth.
Yeah,
It's how they can make the most money.
Just to go back to Margot Robbie, they were just talking about I, Tonya, which was another great Margot Robbie role. Fantastic. And Allison
think I
Janney won
saw
the
that.
Oscar for that. She plays Tonya Harding. So good.
Oh, how old is that? Maybe I did.
Maybe about 8 or so years.
Yeah.
Maybe I did see it then. Yeah.
And her mom, who played her mom, that did a great role in that.
Allison Janney.
That's right. Yeah, the smoking
good.
mom.
So 2017, so it was 9 years ago.
Wow.
But that's a good one to watch during the Olympics, so because it's very fitting.
That and bronze. Bronze is a great one to watch during the Olympics.
There's a lot of good Olympic fare, and like hockey right now is the most popular sport with heated rivalry, and then there's a couple figure skating docs and scripted shows on Netflix. and Amazon's coming out with a female hockey drama called Off Campus, and season 1 hasn't even come out. They've already renewed it for season 2, so I guess they're expecting it to be huge.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, actually, I got a text from a listener. It says, "Good morning. I feel the need to remind you that when you complain about Minnesota pro sports teams, you need to clarify you're talking about the men's teams. Because Minnesota's women's teams are actually very
That's
good."
true.
That's a good
Perfectly
point.
fair.
It is a
Be
good point.
fair.
That is
Yeah,
a
it
good
is a
point.
good point.
We got to
yes.
support women's sports. It's important.
That is true. So, but yeah, Wuthering Heights out today, and it's getting mixed reviews.
I still think it's going to do well no matter what.
yeah, absolutely.
Because it's a Valentine's weekend. It's got Jacob Elordi, and people are so hot for him that they're going to go and buy tickets.
Yeah.
Or every man is going to get dragged to the movie theater this weekend by their girlfriend or wife.
Yeah, but it'll work
Right.
out because it's a porn, so it'll get things going.
It is?
Yeah.
Huh.
And everybody
It's
will be wearing a
what?
corset. We're going to wear a corset. All of us are going to wear a corset to next week's podcast.
Even the men.
Yeah.
Especially
What are
the
you
men.
talking about?
I don't know.
I got
He's
lost
talking about
somehow.
like ripping off the corset, all the
Tearing of bodices?
Yep.
Bridgerton.
You
Yes.
kind of did that,
Wuthering
Kristen.
Heights.
You kind of did that like you have experience doing it. I'm just saying.
You got to know the technique. It's in the wrist, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, the role playing.
It's Dancing with Stars in the internet.
It's all true.
Now, if you've ever seen a real live corset, you have no idea. Those things are like a suit of armor. They've got
they take
whale
you
bone
hours
in
to
them.
undo.
Yeah, it's like you've got to have 3 women helping the other woman into it. It's not something you can just.
There's no bodice ripping unless you're
There's no
literally like taking
Velcro.
scissors and just quitting.
No, there's no Velcro.
All right, you only got a couple of minutes left there, sister. So what
The
should
other
we be doing?
big show that comes out today, and we'll probably hear a ton about it, of course, is Love Story. That is the Ryan Murphy, his take on JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. So the first 3 episodes are out tonight on FX. You'll be able to watch it tomorrow on Hulu. And of course, it's going to go through their tumultuous romance and love story and marriage, and of course, tragic ending.
They were married? I didn't even know that.
They were married, and not long. They married, I believe, in '96.
Yeah. He was the guy who kept failing the bar. I think he failed the bar like 3 or 4 times.
He sure did. He sure did. That was a big story too in the news at the time when he was failing the bar. But yeah, I mean, and their marriage was not healthy. I mean, she hated he loved the media. She hated the media. The paparazzi were chasing her everywhere.
Oh, I bet.
There's allegations that both of them were stepping out on each other, and that even the night before he passed, there's rumors that he was at the Stanhope. In fact, I don't know if a lot of people know this. He was at the Stanhope with one of his old flames.
Wow.
And then they were going, but if anyone watched Sex and the City and knows the love triangle between Big and Aiden and Carrie, and she's at the Stanhope and has the affair with Big, that is based off of JFK Jr.
Wow. Wait.
Yes.
Kennedy had an affair? I will never believe it.
No way. It's not possible.
What are we, that would never, ever, ever happen?
Okay.
It's in their DNA.
Well, he was a good-looking guy. I'm sure he got offers nonstop.
He was hot.
Yeah.
That I mean, like anytime
man.
he could have his shirt off, he would. He was in Central Park, like throwing a frisbee with his shirt like tucked into his shorts. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the deal.
You had both the corset throw and the kind of look off into the distance, Kristen. That's scary. Just so you know.
JFK, like that was like, I mean, that is like core, like late, early, younger Gen X, like
Yeah.
probably elder millennial fan fiction is JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Like we were just sold this fairy tale, and then you go and you're like, oh.
The Kennedys had probably the greatest publicist of all time.
God,
and it
for
was
real.
probably because there was no internet, but they had good people around them that told a very good story.
Yep.
Great story, crafted a narrative. And I mean, growing up in Massachusetts, the Kennedys were absolutely mythic. So
Yeah.
There you have it. All right. That's another big day for you. We got the wrap up tomorrow, kick off the weekend. So we'll look
it's
forward to
tomorrow,
talking.
Friday. This week
Yeah,
is
it
going by
is.
so fast.
Yep.
Speak for yourself.
It is.
I
It's
love
Friday
it.
tomorrow.
I've been sick
like
all
that.
week, so, you know.
You've been sick a lot lately. off and on.
I've got young kids. That's how it works.
Yep.
Brett's
Every
here.
germ.
It'd be nice when you can open the windows again.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's true.
It's called burping your house.
Yep.
Oh God, that sounds nasty.
Does
as
sound
hell.
disgusting,
Burping
yeah.
your
It's a I think it's like Norwegian or
Are you talking about
the
German
Scandinavian
Luften?
countries.
Yeah.
They call it burping
Yep.
your house.
The
Yeah.
audience can't see people off the screen, but it's always interesting because Britt comes in and she's always she's contemplating what she's going to say.
Oh, great. That's all I need.
She's reading her
I
script.
know you
that I
can
wrote
hear
for
me
her.
too, by the way. All
right,
right, we'll
bye.
talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Troy.
See you
I
next
saw your
week.
message. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll see you next week from San Diego.
San Diego.
Up.
Oh, I'm just gonna. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Bird Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Mr. Bryant, you have 2 spots today. Do you want to do one of them live?
Sure, we can do one live.
Do you want to do this one live or the next one live? Probably the next one live.
We
would be
can do
good.
one. Is Mike too sensitive? Ad. So here's the question. Mike gives someone
Mike.
tickets, gives them their Timberwolf tickets. And even though the game's not until a week and a half, they continue to ask for them right away. So I get them the tickets. Then I hear that one of their friends has a kid who has a birthday who loves the Timberwolves, and they give the tickets to them. I personally feel that if you get tickets, you shouldn't give them to somebody else without my approval. But,
Probably
I also
true.
feel...
No,
Also
that's
feel like
true.
if I give a homeless person money, they can do crack. I don't control what they do with it. So the question is, am I being too
Yep.
sensitive?
You sensitive? No. So you want to do
That was
you
the
want to
ad.
do the live?
That was
you
the
want to do the live spot here
No, that
or
was
the
it.
next one? Bradshaw and Bryant. There you go. Thanks.
What's your phone number? We can at least put that in there.
Yeah, do that.
800-770-708, or you can find us at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nice throw-up
You're
voice
listening?
there.
Absolutely. You're listening to me. Your customers are listening to me, and they'll hear me promote your business. The Tom Bernard Podcast attracts thousands of listeners who are loyal, engaged, and ready to support businesses they trust. Our podcast has helped numerous businesses increase traffic, sales, and brand recognition. We're not just about ads. We're about results. Whether you're a local business or a national brand, we offer custom advertising packages designed to fit your unique needs and goals. Our audience spans multiple demographics, allowing you to target your ideal customers with precision, from millennials to baby boomers and everyone in between. With the broad reach of the show, passionate following, your business will see increased visibility and awareness, translating into more customers and sales. I just don't know but how fair it is that we go from, one segment to another, and then we got to put up with Brittany. I mean, we get to talk to
The
Brittany.
worst.
It is hard to follow Kristen. Like,
Kristen.
first off, she's blonde, so that's already a win.
Oh,
You've decided that's a
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, I
All
went to
right.
the Tom. I went to the Legally Blonde musical, and one of the main themes are like she is so depressed she might dye her hair brown.
win. Really? Thinking about it, huh? Okay.
I know, but I mean, it pokes fun at the whole blonde
Totally.
thing.
It's
I mean,
super
that's what
funny,
that's
yeah.
why it's so funny.
It's-
Yeah,
And that's why I like leaning into my co-host is blonde, and I'm always like, must be nice. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm fine. I've tried to be blonde before, and let me tell you, with these eyebrows and everything on me,
Yeah.
No,
it's a hot mess.
That wouldn't work. No.
No.
So it's a lot like with the Star Wars movie, or not Star Wars, Star Trek movie, where he came out and the place they got banished was basically Minnesota.
Oh yeah, Star Trek 5 or whatever that was.
Yep.
When they went
Where
to
it
the
was
ice planet.
Cold and ice, and that's Minnesota. That's where
Yep.
we live. We've been banished.
We've been banished?
Yeah, apparently.
Well, that's not a good
What
thing.
was
So
that?
Brit-
I'm gonna look that up.
That was the Spock movie, the third one.
That
That's
was-
scary. I nerded that one.
Oh, here we go. It was Aurora Penthe or Penthe, maybe. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, wow.
no clue.
I've never watched this movie.
So, what are you like cooking with an apron there, Britt?
No.
You
I
look
just
like
have
you're
a
wearing an
top on a
apron today.
top. Nope.
A top on a top.
Just a top on a top. Nope.
There-
No apron.
Double topping.
I don't,
woman-
you know what's funny? I don't know, Catherine. I mean, I like to cook and everything. I almost never put an apron on.
I've never.
You know, I I don't either. And then what happens is I end up getting some sort of stain on a shirt that I like,
Yep.
and then I'm mad, and then I wear an apron for a few days, and
Yeah.
then I don't do it.
Dawn dish
Yeah,
soap.
that,
Put rub dish soap on the stain before you put it in the wash.
Look at Andy with the tips. He's cacking
true.
I've had many a stained shirt in my time.
So, the woman who sang the national anthem at the Timberwolves games last night, I think she was wearing a pretty nice white blouse, but they jammed a Timberwolves shirt over, so she had like these puffy arms and like a puff coming out, and it's like,
Michelle
not a
Tyler,
look.
man.
You did not this morning think, I'm going
I've
to go
been-
looking like this.
I've been in the game long enough that a free T-shirt is not worth ruining my outfit over. Like literally, I know you guys have all experienced this of like, here, wear this on stage. No, doll. Like I intentionally picked my outfit out. I don't need to wear like some radio station weird shirt. I'm fine. You're
We're
fine.
going back to the ice planet that Mike Bryant mentioned.
Yeah.
It's canonically on the poles, so the coldest part of the planet, this hostile planet where they send dangerous criminals they can't escape from because it's so cold. On the poles, it drops as low as minus 30 Celsius, which in
Nice.
Fahrenheit is minus 22.
Wow.
It was colder than that, I think, 2 weeks ago in Minnesota.
Yeah, it was.
So,
Minnesota.
yeah, we are literally colder than the prison ice planet in Star Trek.
I did a expert review in Duluth, and it was negative 54. It was the coldest day they'd ever had in Duluth. There's pictures that I took that you can see the shaking in the pictures. They're like dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was. And then I like manned up and went out there and held it steady and took pictures. That was brutal.
Oh, yeah.
It's the coldest
My
I've ever
broth-
been in my life.
My brother used to run around with a button that said, International Falls, 54 below keeps the riffraff out.
I love that.
I don't know about that
I'm
anymore.
not sure if
but-
it's true, but
So I do have to ask everybody's take because it's building into a bigger and bigger and bigger story. This Bad Bunny thing is that what did he say? Because I didn't watch the halftime deal.
He didn't say anything.
Was he? I thought he was talking about sex and grabbing his dick and all
Well,
kinds.
yeah,
of-
that's what his
Well,
music is about.
But he didn't talk about sex. He did grab himself at one point. But I mean, when you're watching sports and you're bothered by people grabbing their junk,
Yeah,
like
it's-
what?
No. What I'm asking is, he apparently did say a bunch of things in Spanish that were very vile.
No.
His lyrics are very
Well, that's-
vulgar, extremely vulgar.
That's what it
he
says.
is
Wait,
incredibly
so
vulgar.
the people who want to watch Kid Rock are complaining about the words that I don't know. But if they're willing to accept pedophiles, I don't accept their theory. So
Who's a pedophile?
well, the president of the United States, but that's just
that's never
proof.
been proven.
I think it's been proven pretty solid. So
Not in the court of law.
No.
Therefore,
but
you
since
shouldn't
the
say
Bible was written in English, hey, who am I to say?
Yeah, that's
I-
exactly right.
I am like your most vanilla person in my everyday life. I love dirty music. I'm sorry. Is that so wrong? Like, I feel like we built this nation on rock and roll. Like,
That's
I
not
don't.
the point.
But like, I don't know why it's this like. People are searching to be upset, and I go, "That's such a weird place to be."
I would not have cared to hear that when Andy was 7 and Alex was 5 because they
Well,
watched
sure.
the Super Bowl with us.
Well, I remember when
would
I
not
was a
have cared
kid
for that at all.
There was
as a
that
matter of fact.
Janet Jackson
Yeah.
controversy with the pasty. I mean,
Yep.
people were freaking out about that for years and years. So, I mean,
Yep.
it's not like, worrying about vulgarity in the Super Bowl halftime show is a new phenomenon.
I
No.
feel as an outsider, because I don't really give a flying fig about
Yeah.
the Super Bowl whatsoever.
Nope.
To tell you the truth, I couldn't care less if it stopped being played tomorrow for the rest of time. Wouldn't bother me a bit. Anyway, I feel like they play the audience every year with all of this. That's
Yeah.
because people tune in to be outraged.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
I think
really
you're right.
think that's what this is all about. And the artists, of course, play into it because as soon as they get on the big stage, then all of a sudden everybody knows who they are and they make billions of dollars more.
Sure.
Everything is about promotion
Yep.
and money for the NFL. There's
Sure.
nothing to do with American pie, homemade lemonade anymore. It's all about just money, 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 money.
Well, sure.
You're
This
so
is
right,
about
Catherine. Like, I think you're 1,000% right. Is that like it is fake outrage? I don't know anybody. I mean,
Absolutely.
my kiddo who's 3 watched the Super Bowl halftime show, danced her face off, and I wasn't in a place of like, let's look up those lyrics to see if she should be offended. Like,
Right,
It
right.
was fine. She also, I mean, I kind of play that like it's me and her so I kind of play with the line of like, what's okay. We watched the Grammys like until she had to go to bed, and there's like girls half naked running around, but like she also see her mom half naked, so it's not necessarily a sexualized thing. I don't know, like I think it's like all what you have conversations in your home about, right? Like,
what was cool is your conversation with her about why he was a bad bunny.
Yes, yeah, like that was the big thing. Is Gogo was very obsessed with like, why is he bad? And I was like, I think he steals Easter eggs. And she was like, oh,
That's pretty bad.
You should have said, "Why is he bad? You ever heard him sing?" Thank you very much. Great to be here.
The big thing that was demographics and ratings. I mean, they're looking for international audience.
Right.
The two things I like, it wasn't for me. And I was with a bunch of Vikings giving me TED Talks about the Super Bowl, which was interesting at Turtle Lake. But the two big things were the whole intro was kind of too much like we're waiting for ice to run in. And then the other part of it was the kid who looked like Liam. I didn't like that because it's like, if Liam's supposed to be in Minnesota, what the hell is he doing in California? So that was the two things that just popped in my head. But overall, I didn't care. And I was busy losing money on the Patriots. So I was sad.
I got to be honest. I'll be honest with you about one thing, too. I just tried to think through this. And since 1960, I'm pretty sure I have watched 0 halftime shows in the Super Bowl.
You watched the Rolling Stones and you watched Prince.
Did I?
You did. We talked about it.
Oh, did we? So, because I don't remember doing that. But I would watch Prince, and that was still sad that I met Prince, and he was a guy who was so. A lot of people saw it as arrogance, but it wasn't. He had this. He felt very uneasy around other people.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
And he was just a sweetheart of a guy. I mean, I didn't sit down and schmooze and all. It was just pretty much a hi, hello, and how you doing, that kind of thing. But you know, yeah. So I watch him. And the Rolling Stones. I don't remember watching. Did I watch a lot of the Rolling Stones? Because I can't remember.
I don't know how much you want. We just talked about it.
Long time ago now.
That was a
It's a
super
hell of a
long
long
time
time
ago.
ago.
But yeah, Prince. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say very quickly, I'm just not a halftime, no matter who it is, I'm just not a halftime kind of guy. I'd rather go wander off and have a hamburger or something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My great loss was that I never got to ask Prince what he thought about the jingle, because I knew he listened to K-Fan, and I would love to have gotten his view on, does Prince sit around every once in a while and just kind of belt out Bradshaw and Bryant?
He might have.
Want to know,
Bradshaw and Bryant.
just to see it.
How long have you been using that jingle for?
Too damn long. It started in St. Cloud probably in the 1800s. I don't know.
Wow.
I mean,
in
that's
the
why
1800s.
every
that's
new
exactly
station
right.
I get on and suddenly people are like singing it. It's like, oh yeah, I've been listening. I've heard it. Yeah. And no, I will never sing it. So
We knew a guy that worked for Prince for a very long time, and he said that Prince never even took an aspirin, and he was not a druggy guy until he fell off that stage and hurt his back.
Oh, yep.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know.
I hear about that constantly in the military, man.
Yeah.
It's like these people that I, deployed with and all this stuff, and then they get hurt and they can't figure it out, and then they're just in it, and it's like, God, it's so sad.
Yeah, back pain is the worst
really
because
is.
often, even if they know what's wrong with your back, they can't do anything about it because of all the nerves in there. So, it's like something's horribly, horribly wrong with your leg. Worst case scenario, we can saw the thing off. It won't hurt anymore. You won't have a leg, but hey. But if that goes on in your spine, it's, you can't do anything about it. You just got to take pain pills for the rest of your life.
yeah, Britt, you've met Nick. I mean, he's got PTSD going back to the military. That's like, it's crazy. I mean, that part of it's like crazy what they deal with, and the number of suicides that come out of military is it's horrible. So
There it is. Oh, I should mention this. Jaden says Prince was a kid when Tom met him. Jaden, I think you're right. He probably was a kid when I met him.
Yeah.
That was a long, long time ago.
It was when he stopped growing. So
It was very young.
He never got any taller.
never got
That's
done. Do you remember the comedian who came in who talked about how small his clothes were? They had gone to see him.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, he has the smallest clothes. He couldn't have been a man.
Yeah, like child size.
Yeah, child size clothes.
Oh yeah. Have you
He's
guys been to
tiny.
Paisley Park?
Yep.
I did the tour about a year ago, and you're just like,
I know.
never could I. You go that is go can't fit in that. Like, she's already 4T. Like
Yeah.
that's
go.
wild.
Yeah, it's like something
he's a
I'd buy in
tiny
a
guy.
thrift shop.
According to
He's
his
so small.
official sources, he was 5'2".
Yeah, I don't think he was even that big, but he had such a big personality.
only
So it's like, when people say, "Oh, I think you're 6'7," it's like, no, it's
6'7".
No, he was.
Well, but I will tell you, like I said, going back, meeting him
cool.
all those years ago, and then apparently several years after that, he dies, and they found him when the elevator door opened out at Paisley
Is that
Park.
how it worked?
Yeah.
Yes, the elevator door opened, he was dead on the floor.
Yeah.
God.
And that's
Well, he had coded on the plane on the way home.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
And that's one of those deaths that you have that just come out of the blue. Like you have no sign that there's a problem, and just boom. It's not like some of them that you know are not good. But
If he had coded on the way home, why didn't he go to the hospital on landing?
that's a question.
They took him to the hospital, and then they apparently, I don't know, gave him Narcan, whatever. And
Yeah, that doesn't
I
last
think it was
forever,
his
though.
decision to make. I think it was his decision to make. Although you would think that they would have to hold you on a drug overdose.
No, they
It's
can't
crazy.
do
No, it's nuts. So like I have a bunch of people that are in trauma med, and like they'll Narcan somebody and they'll be like, all right, we got to bring you in. They'll say, I can't afford an ambulance ride. I got to go to work. And you're like,
Yeah, I gotta go to work. So do they do their radio show that day, Britt?
They do their radio show that day. Yes, I was just Narcan. As somebody who was recently Narcan.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
That's
you.
wonderful.
that. Never had so much energy.
Well,
know.
but the big thing with Prince was that doctors prescribing him was trying to hide it. So he
Yeah.
was keeping them away from other doctors. But the best thing that's ever happened was when they changed the law so that you can tell the cops without getting arrested for being there when they overdose. That was a great change in the law that we did.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, that's all very, very unfortunate to be that successful and you can't live with your own success. That's just really sad.
He was a really sad dude. Like apparently,
He was,
his
yes.
life was just really sad. Which that's with all he had. That's really too bad.
Well, it's usually how it goes.
Tortured artist.
It's a very isolating way to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Once you get famous enough, you can't make real friends ever again.
That day he sat down with you, Tom. He could have sat down, dealt with his demons, and everything would have been good. But,
Can you imagine Prince just all of a sudden he just meets Tom and he's like, by the way, I'm horribly addicted to drugs. Can you please help me?
Yeah, every Thursday he's on the podcast.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah, I said, you candy ass, get the hell away from me. That was really great. That was absolutely wonderful. But no, it was really, really sad because he was an incredibly shy person.
And his goal was to be in the top 10 in music with a different name. He wanted to write every song in the top 10, but under different names, so nobody knew it was him. Because apparently he has like twice as many top 10s than people really know because he wrote stuff for like the Bengals, the Go-Go's, and wouldn't use a different name. So is Go-Go going to be a big fan of the Go-Go's when she grows up?
Yeah,
Probably.
There you go.
Does she,
I
drink-
downloaded a whole bunch of Prince songs for a car trip one time, and honest to God, some of his experimental stuff, I'm like, what the hell is going on? I don't even
Catherine,
understand
Thank
this.
you so much for saying that. Because there's two bands you can't say anything bad about. It's Prince and the Beatles.
Yep.
And let me tell you, sometimes they suck, okay? And I'm sick of pretending that everything they touch is gold. Some of it, you know that they knew they sucked. It's why they didn't put it out.
Yes.
So our discussion about Bad Bunny doesn't apply to Prince and his lyrics, just checking?
What do you mean?
Well, because I got an inkling that every once in a while Prince dabbled in the explicit in his language. Just a little bit.
Yeah, but you couldn't understand him either, so.
Yeah, so. Darling Nikki is probably one of the dirtiest songs you can find out there.
What? Darling Nikki?
Yeah, Darling Nikki.
I've never even
yes.
heard of this song.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm going to look
So
up
when
lyrics.
he's grinding on the guitar, so.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't
Yeah.
give a rat's ass about Bad Bunny because I'll never see him again. I don't watch the halftime show. I didn't go over and watch the other thing on Take America Great or whatever else it's called. I just don't like halftime shows. I never have.
I just would love it if people would just go, they're trying to outrage us again. Pass.
Yep.
Pass. Who
1,000%.
cares?
Yep.
Don't
Just-
fall for it.
I don't watch
fall
it.
for
And
it.
guess what? If you, like Tom said, if you don't want to watch it, I don't listen to Bad Bunny music, but like I like watching it with my nephews who like him, and so it's like, okay, but I know I'm not the demographic. I think there's an outrage that people are experiencing as well, with some of these people experiencing for the first time that they're not the demographic.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that is such a weird thought. Like, just either watch it or don't. But you're right, Catherine. Like, don't fall for the get upset over something so stupid. Like,
Right.
the Super Bowl was now how long ago? I don't even care.
I don't even know what the viewership was. Was the viewership
was
fantastic?
Good.
big.
Yeah, they had good numbers.
Yeah.
Because they get an international audience. They get a military audience. It's huge. So, but
true.
you know, the Vikings fans should not ever consider themselves the demographic. So,
That's true.
So here's my deal, though. Looking back on all this stuff, you know, this, that, and the other thing, and you know, talking about being, it did make me miss that kid Prince, talking about him, because he was a very nice guy, very shy and all the rest of it. But I mean, some of these other things that go on in the business, it's like I don't know. It's just one of those situations where watching that stuff, or this guy's doing this and he's grabbing his crotch and whatever. You guys do what you want to do, right?
Well, Michael Jackson was a big schlong.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
true.
Yeah,
He loved
he
it.
was.
He was.
He
yeah.
sure did. And also,
He sure did.
a lot of problems there, too. But, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think people, and I wouldn't ever judge anyone who's able to differentiate the music from the artist on that, because there are people that have emotional attachment to music, and we know the things he did. I mean, they're like now to the point where you can't deny some of that, but like, I don't know. I can't drum up enough emotion to care at this point. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
what's crazy, have you seen that? They went back, I was watching the Corey Haim interview. Apparently, Michael Jackson tried to talk Corey Haim out of going to Epstein Island. Like, there's these videos.
Oh, really?
There's all of this
Corey
stuff
Haim
coming
talking
out
to
that Michael
cops and
Jackson
telling them
might
what's
have been
going on.
protecting kids.
It's crazy when you see the stuff that everybody's like, oh, well, isn't that interesting?
Well, I think when you hear, you know, a grown man is having kids over to play video games and like he wants to like have slumber parties and stuff, it's
Yeah.
like you immediately think the worst. But I think
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was just mentally stunted. I think he was just like
Yeah.
permanently
Yeah.
8 years old in his mind.
Yeah.
I think you're right, but I will say this: I watched that Leaving Neverland,
Yeah.
and every kid's account, it's kind of zany because it's not physical molest. I mean, it is, but like the same narrative was around having these kids bend over and do a specific thing, and it was all these adult males who, like, everybody knows an adult male is not going to be quick to admit that this happened to him,
Right.
And you're like, I mean, I went to a place of like, well, who knows, to watching that doc going, that definitely happened.
His whole thing of sleeping naked with kids was like, nah, that's just not,
Yeah, you can't do
not
that.
cool.
You can't do that. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're a 6-year-old in your head. You're still so. But yeah, those videos, like the Corey Haim interview, is just scary how much information there is that nobody is paying attention to. But you watch Oscar speeches where they're like, oh, the Weinsteins, I got this role
Right,
because of him. It's
right.
like,
Yep.
it was so out in the open, and everybody was like, interesting.
You know, it's like a complex thing, right? Because and I'm not excusing it. I would kill somebody whoever did any of this. Michael Jackson probably had deep love for these kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there was obviously some sort of thing where, like, I'm sure he did be like, don't go here or do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not ever simplistic. Like, villains or whatever, these things are not simplistic. It's not a one-tone thing where you're like, I'm sure he was, like, caring of them, you know? Yeah.
Well, I mean, we see this in sexual abuse cases. The kids, they know what's going on is wrong in some way, but it feels good, and they've never had this experience, so they don't know that it's wrong. And so you get these bizarre, like, connections between a perp and a survivor that are just, they're scary. We had a survivor that when he saw the list of witnesses, saw there was another witness that was in school the same time he was, and he looked at it and went, oh, wow, the guy was two-timing me. And it's like, that is just so scary as far as, you know, testimony goes, that there's that kind of bond that's created. Because it feels good. And
Well,
they
they
don't know
are
why.
also groomed and told
Absolutely.
things that aren't true, and they don't know.
Absolutely. So, well, this is a bright topic.
Here, I'll throw a little light moment in for you.
Okay.
It wasn't so light when it happened, but I look back and went, oh, who gives a shit? Andy, when you were, what, 7 years old when you went out to the school down on 169?
What?
The international school?
Yeah, international school.
Oh, I was like 13.
When you went there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, because that whole story, looking back, I was supposed to interview Paul McCartney. He was in town, and he actually was going to come to KQRS, and I was going to interview him there and all the rest of it. And then I don't know what happened. Or I think, Andy, maybe you were sick or something, and I had to pick you up from school. And when Paul McCartney found out that I passed on an interview face-to-face with him to go pick my son up from school, he was not too happy. Yeah. And I said, I don't give a shit if you're happy or not. He's my son.
Right.
I'm sorry, but I love the kid, and I'm going to go pick him up. Have a good time.
Yeah.
And I love Paul McCartney. I would have loved to sit face-to-face with him and talk to him, but I'm sorry. My kids take precedent over something like that.
Do you still interview him?
No, I never did.
Okay. So compared to Ringo, who called back.
Yeah, Ringo called back. The
I
line.
think Zepp ended up doing it, didn't he?
No, it wasn't Zepp. It was, God, it was somebody else.
Was it
I can't
Lastman?
remember who. No, it wasn't. Well, boy, look at the time.
Look at the time. I'm talking to McCartney, the lead singer of Who.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh, God, we better. And do you want to just put you want to do another live Bradshaw and Bryant? You want it recorded?
No, I think the last one was so great, we'll just leave it there.
You can't top it.
Okay. Well, why don't you put those two together then, Andy, the B&B and Bilski?
Sure.
That'd be great. Thank you, because I didn't realize it was running so late. My God. All right, we'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands-free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget, and now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Why should your business bank with North American Banking Company? Here's Pete Wolf, owner of Robinson Rubber of Robbinsdale.
I partnered with North American Banking Company because I was able to talk to the president, and I know they have my back. They are much easier to talk to than those larger banks. The openness and flexibility has been the best part of banking with North American Banking Company. They understand small to medium businesses. No matter what part of the bank I am working with, North American Banking Company has the latest technology and friendly staff. I would absolutely recommend North American Banking Company to any of my closest colleagues if they want to have peace of mind in their business.
So why not bank where I bank, with my friends at North American Banking Company? To learn more about North American Banking Company, go to nabankco.com. That's nabankco.com, or do what I do and stop by any one of their 6 Twin Cities locations. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So
We're rocking out, man.
So it looks like there's going to be a coming together of Bradshaw and Bryant and Bilski and his bank. We're going to start doing more work together. So I was talking to Bilski last week. He came up, met with my staff, did a great job.
Wonderful.
And brought somebody with him who knew what they were talking about. So he had that. And I asked him after if we should give credit to, who, the ads with Britt, the ads with you. And he's like, screw it, we paid for it. So it's just us. We're taking credit for just us. So
Bilski.
Yeah,
I would like to thank our audience for the loyalty that you have shown me for about the last 40 years, ladies and gentlemen, maybe longer than that even. On my watch, on my phone, on the screen in front of us right now, tons of people said, Tom, It was Ray Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was 27 years
Oh,
ago.
God.
It is crazy.
Was it really?
So
27 years ago. They're all like, no, it was Ray Eric. That's who did it.
So to answer Clown Shoe's question, COVID led to people forgetting about cell phones and driving because I believe during COVID, when there were less cars and everybody was speeding, that people forgot about that we actually have laws
Yep.
on the road.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Oh,
they just
yeah.
did whatever the
Yep.
hell they wanted to do. And as a result, we just kind of lost that belief that we couldn't use our phones. And it's crazy how many people use their phones on the road. It's nuts.
I remember during the
Hey,
COVID
I
years,
agree.
I was driving to work and people would be going like 90 on Highway
Yep.
100.
Yep.
And I'm like, why isn't anyone being pulled over? What is going on?
Because they weren't out there and they didn't care about lights, they didn't care about stop signs.
No.
The only thing is I use Siri now now that I got a iPhone, I use Siri for my text message. Every once in a while, Siri sends out a text. It's just like, what the hell are you doing? You know?
Oh, yes.
It loves, every time I text my son, Tom gets it. So he gets a lot of, I love you, Dad. So,
Oh. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
yeah, I know. You always send it back wrong, Tom. So it makes me
I
sad
did.
because I was hoping you'd just kind of dive into it. Like, oh, good.
Just play along.
Yeah, just play along. Mike does love me. So.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's really
Yeah.
good news.
So,
That's fantastic.
That was an
you know.
awesome croissant. I think I may fly down to Florida tonight to get another one. That was
They
really
are
good.
awfully
God.
good. I don't know.
Oh,
Second to
God.
none, really.
My one-day visit to Florida. So
Yes.
I always feel like a consigliere when I do that. When I fly down to give you news.
Yeah, you are kind of my consigliere.
Yeah.
I got you and Bilski are. One is the mouthpiece, the consigliere.
Yeah.
I mean, Bilski. I talked to Bilski last night, and it just. I love that guy. He's
He's
such
a very good
wonderful-
guy.
Well, let me put it this way, and don't, Andy, you cover up Mike's ears if you could. But I couldn't be any luckier to have you and Bilski, one on the legal side, one on the financial side. You guys have just, man, my life would be a disaster without both of you.
Probably true. It's almost a disaster with us. So.
Yeah. Just barely being held together right now.
Not for lack of trying.
Yeah. It's not for lack of trying. That's exactly right. There's no question about it. But all right, so we got. What time do you have to go, Brittany? Do you have to go at any specific time?
No.
So you can say
When the show
I have
ends
nothing
at some
going
point.
on.
we got about 13 minutes left. If you could stay that long.
I would love to.
And you were
Now it's
talking.
down to 12.
We're talking to Chris, and Wuthering Heights comes out today. So much
I
excitement.
thought it was wuthering.
Whatever it's
Weathering.
called.
Wuthering.
Well,
It's like a Raffi
Well, it
song.
could be withering while it's wuthering.
Yeah.
It is
So
wuthering.
more Margot Robbie. That's more Margot Robbie now. That's my motto.
Okay. Well, I understand that. I do understand that. No question
she's
about
having her moment.
Yes.
Well,
Although,
years
go
of a
see the
moment.
other movie. Her other movie is so good. I don't care. I haven't even seen this one. The other one's better.
Barbie?
it. What is it?
No, Journey.
no, the great
Barbie?
big beautiful
Yeah.
Oh.
journey or whatever.
I'm a big
Bold.
proponent of
Bold,
that one.
beautiful. Yeah.
I want to
Okay.
write in for the Academy Awards on that movie.
Works for me. No question
look,
about
we
it.
watch movies all the time that are just, we're like, that was really good. We look up the critics' take. It's like, it's the worst movie in the world, and
Yeah.
anybody that likes it is a moron. It's like,
know,
oh,
right?
okay, all right, thank you.
Isn't that so true?
It is true.
Yes,
Like, just live in a bubble, and if you like something, just don't even verbalize it at this point,
Don't
because somebody will
even.
burst your bubble.
At this point,
Yes.
I've watched so much Baby Shark Hospital
Baby
and
Shark.
Oh, yeah.
Roly Poly Oly. I mean, I
Oh
don't think
my
I have a
God.
barometer for what's good anymore.
Now that
Oh,
it's Thursday.
Baby Shark is still on?
Absolutely.
Oh God, it's like I think it. Okay, I might be wrong. Andy, fact check me. It might be the #1 YouTube video like
Is it?
that's ever existed.
Wow, really?
Because
used
I
to be
mean, it is,
Gangnam
there's
Style.
something they have
Gangnam
it
Style.
riddled in meth. Like there is no.
Baby
it is
Shark.
So
Oh my
addicting.
God. Baby Shark is the #1 most viewed YouTube video with 16.6 billion views.
It's probably a
Thanks.
babysitter. It's probably a babysitter. You know, it's probably one
Yeah,
that just
exactly.
give them the phone and just watch it.
Yep, they just
So,
loop it over and
Just loop
over.
it.
Well,
I'm
that's
sure
why they
it's gotta
say
be.
if you want a long career, do a voiceover for kids because kids are the only ones who will consume a movie again and again. I mean,
that's
even if
true.
you love like The Godfather, Tom, you're not like every night I gotta watch The Godfather.
Right, right.
Well, let me tell you, go every night. We've been watching Monsters Inc.
Oh.
again and
Oh,
again.
yep. Mike
Now-
Wazowski.
Now, the thing that you were talking, or I was hearing, I won't say it's you, but the thing I was hearing the other day is bad things about the Wiggles. The Wiggles are by far one of the greatest kids things out there.
Were they the gold spaghetti?
Yeah,
Yep.
correct.
Oh, yeah.
So my favorite was we went to Colorado with the boys. The boys are probably like 3 and 4, and there's these, like, all of my stepbrothers are there. My stepbrothers are these mountain men from Colorado. Okay, and they're walking around with their Coors beer and their open carry, and they're all, and the boys are watching the Wiggles, and these guys stop like, oh my God, it's gay things on TV, and like they were so offended by what was on the TV, and it's like, these are my kids, they're gonna fucking watch it.
Yeah.
End of the day, 2 days later, they're all singing Wiggles songs because the Wiggles are loved by everybody.
Hot potato.
So, yeah.
So
I'm
I'm looking
ever
at
watched
the.
a Wiggles show.
No, we were too old for it by the time they became a thing. I think.
I took the
Well,
boys.
even
They were
Fawn and
both.
Sage.
They were both like 3, 4 years old.
What
And as
year
we're-
would this have been?
This is, I don't know, a long time ago. We're going to the concert in St. Paul, okay? As we're walking along, they both refused to walk. Okay.
Yep.
So I
Oh,
do the
God,
old
yeah.
potato carry with them both on my shoulders, and I'm walking into the Wiggles. That was not a fun day.
No.
And then on top of everything else, who was it? Not Maury, but the guy in blue. What's his name? The blue one.
Blue Maury.
No. Blue. Murray's yellow. Blue.
I don't
blue.
know.
The blue one wasn't there, and that was very sad because he's my favorite Wiggles. So
That's too
him
bad.
and the cop. The cop's hot.
I'm looking at the highest list of
Look up the cop. Look up the Wiggles cop. She's something.
the most viewed YouTube videos since Brittany prompted this. I'm looking at it. In the top 10, we got Baby Shark, of course.
Baby Shark.
Wheels on the Bus.
That's kids.
The Bath Song by
These
Coco
are
Melon.
these are all babysitters.
Phonic Song with 2 words
Okay.
by Choo Choo TV Nursery.
Okay.
TV Nursery. It says right in the title, we are babysitting your children.
There you go.
Johnny,
Yep.
Yes, Papa. That's a Romanian kids channel.
Okay.
Yeah, these are all in the top 10. Like
Wow.
most viewed all
Not
time.
Bluey?
No, Bluey wouldn't
It'd
let
be
them.
cool if Kid Rock, or not Kid Rock.
Kid Rock?
The
I doubt
Rock one, School Rock or whatever that was
Schoolhouse
called.
Rock?
Schoolhouse Rock. I
I'm
love
just
that.
a Bill.
As a kid, I loved watching that. Just a Bill.
Yep.
I'm just a Bill
Sitting
on Capitol.
there on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
See, these things stay with you
Oh,
Hey.
forever and ever.
I don't know. I swear there was like cocaine in the studio.
That's what I was
I'm
wondering.
telling
What's
you.
in that drink there,
I
pal?
keep looking at
Jesus.
Catherine and we're like, what is happening?
This has become quite the nerd room. I mean, we've got
It really is, yeah.
Star Trek, Wiggles, yeah.
Yeah.
Andy and I are old school in it.
We sure are.
I guess so.
Oh, Clown Shoe says, wasn't the Blue Wiggle Anthony?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of. Anthony.
There
Yeah,
you go.
That was my favorite. So, yeah.
God, now you got them engaged.
Yeah,
Now
see,
we're
they're
talking.
all fans. They started out, they were thinking it was strange, but they're all fans of the
understand.
Australian band, and they all love them.
They're
Except-
Australian?
I don't think they're even active anymore. I think they've all moved on, but I'm not sure. Actually, one of them may have died by now.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's too bad.
Somebody
be
just
sad.
mentioned Nicole Curtis's show got canceled, which I didn't even know was still on the air
What?
because she used a bad word.
Nicole
Who's
Curtis.
Nicole Curtis again?
Nicole Curtis. She used to be on our show all the time
Oh,
when she lived in
Nicole
Minneapolis.
Curtis. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was doing rehab
Rehab Addict.
Rehab Addict. Yeah.
Oh,
she was one of the
yeah.
original HGTV kind of shows.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then-
The house one. That was the house lady, right?
Rehab addict definitely sounds like something more in my realm of like alcoholic
Yeah.
than it does house.
Yeah. No, it was the rebuilding old houses. Like, didn't she
Yeah.
get in a bunch of
She would
like
renovate.
her and the mayor
That's
got into a
right.
big fight in Minneapolis when
Yep.
when Betty was mayor, I think. So, or Betsy, not Betty.
Yeah, I think she moved out of Minnesota because of that, and she was pretty much doing everything in Michigan, where she is
That's right.
from.
That's
if
right,
I-
because
if
she
I
was
got it
redoing all
right.
of Detroit or something. Yeah.
No, apparently
Yeah, I-
so. What
Drop-
happened was she was on a ladder and
Can't get a word in.
okay, something happened and she got frustrated. She tried to say fart knocker. She said fart something else.
Okay.
The big N.
Yes.
Ooh.
And apparently that's
Yeah.
it's an unforgivable sin.
Where does that come from in your brain?
well,
Like-
knocker it's similar.
No, knocker, but no, it's like when you spell correct to that word, you must have used that word in your spelling at some point.
I don't know. I misspeak all the time.
Nah, but I don't think you misspeak like suddenly. You don't have
I
Tourette's.
don't think that's the reason.
Yeah.
That can't possibly be the reason. There's got to be more to that story. That feels.
No, that's the reason. I
Yeah.
just looked it up. It's on the Detroit News or whatever.
But you don't
you
have
ever-
Tourette's, so you got it somewhere in your head that if
She
that
might.
comes out.
We don't know.
Yeah. No.
Have you
maybe
ever
she
used
does
the
have
term
Tourette's.
fart knocker, Tom?
Fart knocker. I think I have many times.
Yeah, fart knocker
not.
works.
I know that's not as offensive as the big N, but like it's a fart knocker. I think is almost cancelable.
But-
like that is pretty embarrassing in general.
For Tom, Gunt was probably the closest that you ever came to
Yes.
a word that should have gotten you tossed.
Yeah.
That's
so.
very true. Yes, no
So-
question about it.
Catherine, I don't know if I told Tom, but I don't think you know. So, do you remember the gal who used to do the dating podcast way back on that used to do the podcast in Acme when you guys had the whole thing going there?
Which one?
The one who did the
Yes.
dating podcast.
Dating
Yes.
podcast.
Yeah, which I just got a case from her because she remembered me from when I was on, which I don't know why it was on a dating podcast, but who knows?
She came in as a guest a few times.
Right,
to
and you,
promote
Tom,
her
did her show
podcast.
once too, which again is a question.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's doing dating podcasts, but so
Who are we talking
I just
about?
want to show off who I date.
and
That's-
I
Kelly
can't
Kelly
think of her
Glass,
name
I think was her name.
Kelly.
That's right.
I don't remember this
Yeah,
person.
but she did a show because it was on the network when you had the Tom Bernard Network. But yeah, she remembered me, and I got a great case from her that was like, wow, that's cool. And I don't know why I was at a dating podcast, but yeah.
There you
So,
go.
I was
Oh,
printing.
Beavis and Butthead, where's
Oh, God.
fart knocker?
Yep, that's what I
Yeah,
know it
that
from.
would be it.
I feel like a lot of things could happen with trying to say fart knocker.
Absolutely.
I don't
Just
think
don't
that's a
say
good.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just-
let's not.
Just
I
not a
think-
word.
Just
Yeah,
don't say
I
it.
don't like it. I'm like also
No.
like, what is if you break down that word? Like, what is even the adjective? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Although I heard
my
a show.
grandma Marie used to say funny things like that though. Like she used to be famous for saying little shits.
Little
like when she
shits.
would talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
little kids, she'd
Oh,
be like,
yeah.
"Oh, those little shits," and you're like, "Why does that sound so offensive?"
They are little shits a
what
lot of
we've
times.
heard.
They are.
We
not
know that
know.
One of my clients just used the word shit tickets for toilet paper.
Yep,
like,
I've heard that
never
one.
heard that before.
I've never heard. Really?
Yeah. How many shit
Never
tickets
heard
do you
it.
use? Well, I haven't really thought about it. So
All right. Any closing words?
let's
A hell of
see.
a
Closing
show.
words. Well, they passed they passed in Congress voter ID, so we may see voter ID. So we've got great voter suppression out there.
That'd be good.
We'll have less people vote in Minnesota.
Voter
which-
suppression.
Yeah, of
I
course.
can't, you guys. I don't want to have these two get into this. I
Yeah, really.
cannot. Like, yeah. I also feel like I have to give you like I'm getting insulation today, Catherine, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, for the
Nice.
closet?
I'm for the closet for my house. Gogo's wall is like a freezer, so I feel
Nice.
really guilty about that as a mom.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
Cool.
that was me changing the subject, by the
Oh,
way.
well, good. I just think that. Oh, okay. I'll
Yeah.
leave it
Is
alone.
is the exterior of your house stucco?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just awful. It's so cool.
Okay,
This
so
house
they have
is
to bore
almo-
they have
Yeah,
to bore
yeah.
the holes and do the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
That's
be
a big job.
It's a big job, but I'm telling you, I keep thinking to myself, what would I want more than to be like warm in my own house?
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah. We need to do that. Honestly, maybe even this summer,
Cool.
we need to go through and
Oh my
re-insulate.
God. I'll give you this guy's number because there's all these things going on right now. It's really smart to do it now. So I'll give
Oh,
you his
yeah?
number.
And Darren, I do want illegals to vote, just so we're clear. I want Clinton, the pedophile, to do what he does, and I do want illegals to vote. That's my goal.
I want no one to vote.
But so are they doing it all today? So it'll be all warm tonight when you're watching Traders?
Nope.
Oh,
They're
how many
just
days will it
walking
take
through
them?
and end up setting a date and stuff, but
Oh,
I'm pretty
okay.
excited about it.
Excellent. Excellent.
There you have it. See, now if I were a good host, I'd go, "What's the upside of illegals voting?" But I won't say that
God.
because
Lord
time
Almighty.
I tried, guys. I tried.
Try.
I literally talked about something so random.
But let me point something out to everybody.
Oh, good.
Michael Bryant and Michael Bilski are two of my best friends in the world. One of them leans pretty left. One of them leans pretty right. Has nothing on to do with our relationship. Why people can't get along with one another because they don't agree politically. I mean, I think 99% of our distinguished guests sitting there right now, 99%. It's just this this political world is all screwed up.
Took
So
you a
what are
minute to
gonna
come
do?
up with distinguished.
Yeah,
He really had to reach.
You just
But
need to force
I do have
it.
a question.
I understand that, Tom. That was a hard one. It felt you're not a liar naturally, so that was a hard one for you.
So
But I do want to know, why is it so hard to become really good friends and actually admire someone, even though you don't agree with them on a lot of things? So what?
yeah, well, because you accept your wrongs sometimes, and I appreciate it. And
Here, there it is, right there.
When did we start letting ex-wives into doing comments on the podcast?
People
Who's
just like
ex-wives?
to. People like
I'm
to
reading some of these, and it's got to be
stirring the
ex-wives.
pot, as they say.
Well, if you keep collecting them, Mike, we can't keep them out. So
Boy,
like,
look at the time.
Talking
I'd
about
love to
changing
see-
topics.
But let me close with that. It doesn't matter if they're left, they're right, they're up, they're down, their skin color. Why do you let that even affect your relationship?
Well, I feel
It's
like
ridiculous.
politics are just like the NFL. They're doing this on purpose.
Yep.
They're trying to make everybody
Wild.
nuts,
Yeah.
and they're doing a great job because it's polarizing, and so they
is.
know who
It's
they've
really
got
sad.
and who they have to get. That's what they're doing.
All right, close it. Hey, Britt, this is D. Hart from Stillwater. Did you see that?
love him. Yep.
Go ahead and what does it say? Go ahead and what?
Go ahead and get that done because it makes a big difference. Because I bought a house and was all stucco when they did it. Makes a big difference. So everyone's telling me
Good.
spend money, and that's like my favorite thing to
Yeah,
do.
I know.
Oh, nice.
Well, you know your overall bill will go down, the heating bill. That's where your savings
Yeah,
will be.
I'm sure it'll make up for whatever. You know what? At this point, I'd rather put money into. This last couple months, I've been freezing. I'm ready. I'm ready
Yeah.
to take the punch to the stomach. Tell me the price. Get it done.
Well, someone else in the chat said that it leads to mold, and yes, we have had like outlets we've opened up, and there's mold in there
yeah.
from the condensation, and that's one
Yeah.
big reason it's not good.
Cool.
Don't forget to save all your receipts because when and if you sell your house
Oh,
for
that's
a
right.
gain,
Yep.
you don't want to pay capital gains on something
Nope.
like that.
Capital
you do not.
gains. Why would that
that
be?
was actually the most useful thing I've ever heard. So
Yep.
You're
thanks,
welcome.
Catherine.
Ever. Plus,
These-
can't you
these
write?
fools
Save
need
your
to step up.
receipts.
Can't you
Save
write
your
these-
receipts on
Can't you write
anything that you
energy savings off?
Can you?
I think you can. I think there's some government programs you can make some claims on energy savings. I believe.
There
But-
you go.
It's all too complicated.
I'm a lawyer, not an accountant, as people
There
are
you
well
go.
aware. So.
And I'm an idiot. So
No,
this
you're
is
not.
great.
You're
No, you're not.
No, it's actually really fun.
It's fun. It's fun to be an idiot.
Boy, look at the time. That's all I have to say.
Bye.
Gets me out of a
guys.
lot of
All right,
things.
talk to you
Totally.
later.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Love you too.